More than 24 hours after the storm first hit, and we're still buried in 2 feet of snow.
Even with the snow subsiding, the situation will remain treacherous throughout the day and into the evening. Residents still should not drive anywhere.
With the roads still a nuisance, authorities are turning their attention to a big concern. Hundreds of downed power lines. Tens of thousands still don't have power. And there's fear about people with no heat.
Temperatures are expected to drop down into single digits. And for the residents that are still without power, their homes are going to be too cold to stay in.
So warming centers have been opened up throughout the city and the county. But late Saturday, hardly anyone was taking advantage of them. Meantime, authorities are urging everyone to have some patience.
Understand that we all need to be patient. There's a lot more work to do. The recovery effort is still ongoing, and tomorrow it's going to be bad as well.
Nicole Clark has her 3-month-old son all wrapped up.
I have on a long sleeve onesie, a thermal sleeper, and a snowsuit and hat and socks.
They're trying to keep him and 5 other kids warm at the McCabe home in Scott Township. They have a kerosene heater and a gas fireplace, but it's not enough.
Torture. It's freezing. We can't get no help nowhere. Power has been out since like 9:30 last night.
It's freezing. It's miserable. You can't sleep. You're cold. You're tossing and turning. We're all pretty much huddled together with blankets trying to keep warm together.
The McCabe's say there are no warming stations near them, and the car is snowed in. Down the street, they actually have power, but all along here you can see these homes, they are in total darkness. And I want to show you one more thing. Take a look up. These power lines that are going across the street here, look how they're sagging down from the weight of the snow.
For an electrical utility, this is the worst scenario that you can have, short of an ice storm.
Joe Valerian from Duquesne Light tells me crews are making progress, and there's one main reason lines are down.
Biggest problem we're having is trees, either tree limbs or trees just, uprooting completely from the weight of the snow.
And even the power company is having trouble getting around. Back in the McCabe home, they're settling in for a cold night. At least you got a spot under the blanket next to the fireplace. You're gonna give that up, right?
No way. No way it's for being my kids.
See your breath every time you talk, and the temperature just keeps dropping.
It was really fun when it first started snowing, and now the novelty's worn off.
It's the last way Heather Angel and her son Sebastian expected to be spending part of their Super Bowl Sunday, loading up on some essentials, leaving their Como Street home in Cannonsburg and heading off to a friend's house.
We lost power at about 10 p.m. on Friday and haven't had it since.
Today I'm gonna have fun and watch TV.
The guessing game now here in the east end of Cannonsburg. When will the power be coming back on for everyone?
They said midnight last night, and I've heard as far as Friday, so hopefully soon.
With power crews working feverishly to get customers back online, they were having some luck. One of the lucky ones, Carol Campana. After spending a day and a half in the cold, she was looking forward to a warm house again after her power was restored early in the afternoon.
I had about 3 layers of clothes on, 3 pair of socks, cuddled with my cats and kept warm. That was all I could do. Missed 2 days' work, though.
The power left stores closed, Sunday newspapers sitting in the stacks undelivered, and a lot of people more than a little exhausted from shoveling. The lights finally went on again here at the Hazelwood Towers, a senior high-rise off 2nd Avenue in Hazelwood, around 2:30 this afternoon, about 36 hours after the electricity was knocked out late Friday night. However, if you try to get here by way of Tecumseh Street, right alongside Hazelwood Towers, forget it. There's still about a foot of snow in the street, totally impassable.
I watched them trees come down. One went 1, 2, 3, and one fell across her house. Just missed her window. Nobody's been here. Nobody.
An emergency generator at the high-rise helped keep the building warm, but for some it wasn't warm enough.
Why is there not any warming stations in the city of Pittsburgh?
Power was restored in the nick of time for Christine and Janice Crawford of Hazelwood. Christine has asthma, and her portable tanks were running dangerously low on oxygen.
I was having chest pains for 2 hours now until the heat finally come back on.
The Crawford sisters had been keeping themselves warm by leaving on the gas stove in the kitchen. Ralph Iannotti, KDKA-TV News in Hazelwood.